Hello everyone and welcome back to another positivity video here from Nikoli's Kitchen. My name is Nick and my show is all about scratch-made food and positive energy, specifically here on YouTube, positive energy and positivity. If this is your first time here, welcome. Thank you so much for taking some time to check this out, and I do hope that you'll like, subscribe, and ring that bell if you love the content. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. It means the absolute world to me. As you're watching this, the live stream for the cure is barreling toward us. It is less than 3 weeks away. I honestly can't believe how quickly this year's event seems to be approaching. There's times when it feels like it's like crawling. And then there's times when it feels like it's barreling toward us. And I think that's probably directly proportional to the amount of work I still have to do for the event, which is a lot. If you're watching this right now, t-shirts are available. If you make an early donation of $25 per shirt, contact me by whatever means you do, social media, wherever. Contact me to place your order. Otherwise, I won't know it's for a shirt. The first run is dwindling down. We've only got 12 shirts left, just a handful of each size. So make sure you get those orders in before it's too late. Or if there's enough demand, we'll do a second run. I want to actually switch that up to the chicken. In this week's podcast, it's all about hot Nashville chicken. Look at that. Absolutely amazing, but it wasn't without its frustrations or its complications. Make sure you tune into the podcast wherever you listen to podcasts so you can check out everything about Nashville hot chicken. Particularly those of you who are listening over on Good Pods, those of you who are discovering me on Good Pods, thank you so much for all of your amazing kindness, all of your kind words, reviews, posts, ratings, everything. My humble little food show, this tiny little food show, was number 11 overall on Good Pods and number 1 in their indie arts and food categories, which I absolutely can't believe. Just thank you. Thank you so much for all of the incredible support. I could never ever possibly begin to express my gratitude. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Today in positivity, I'm going to read a letter. And I want to read a letter very specifically that I wrote to myself. And I do this is an exercise that I actually do pretty frequently. Because on Facebook, you'll have memories pop up. And sometimes memories that pop up won't necessarily be the best ones. And sometimes they'll be really good ones. And you want to share them out there with people. There have been a lot of things in my life that have been tough to get through. And I'm still working through a good deal of them. There's been so much stuff that I'm still struggling with. I absolutely am. And the other day on Facebook, a picture of me came up just with a big beaming smile on my face. And the original picture didn't say anything but, "Oh, hi. Oh, hi, Nick." Didn't say anything but that. But it was April 2020. And let me tell you, April 2020 Nick, he was a mess. I know because I'm still a mess, and I know he was worse. And I've done a lot of work. I've tried so hard, and I've worked so hard to build myself up and to try to make a better life for myself. And it's hard. It can get really tough. But the difference is, on that post, I didn't say anything. It was just a smile. It was just me smiling out there, trying to convince people maybe that I was okay. But it's okay to not be okay. It's okay if you're struggling. It's okay if you're dealing with difficult things in your life. So I decided to write a letter almost as a way of trying to send some positive energy backwards and forwards on my own timeline. And I know that's impossible, and I don't care how impossible it is. Possible is not really relevant to me in this kind of a situation or scenario. Possible isn't relevant to me at all when it comes to positivity, because anything is possible as long as we believe in ourselves. And as long as you take the time to work through the things that you're struggling with, to address the things that you've had to deal with in your life that have been, holding you back maybe, or something. I don't know. I don't even know where I was going with that. But yeah, maybe it is impossible to send energy back and forward on my timeline. But to me, when I see it again, I want to remember that energy that I was sending out at that specific moment. And I want to remember that if anybody else has my back, it's me. I've got my back. And you should have your back too. You have to believe in yourself. You have to make sure that you are your greatest champion. You're going to struggle. You're going to hurt. You're going to have things that drag you through the absolute worst of life, the worst of anything that can happen, the worst possible experiences. Continue to fight. Continue to be your own champion, because the alternative is giving up. Don't you dare ever give up. If you're listening to this, you have so much value. Who you are, what you do, you are an incredible person. There is greatness within all of us. The greatness and the power to make this world a better place, to build up the people around us, to make the lives of those around us better. Believe in yourself. I believe in you. So I want to read you this letter I wrote to myself. And I hope maybe that you find something in it that you can reflect back on. Or maybe it's something that you can do to kind of start this practice, because I'll do this from time to time, where I'll post this out there just so I see it again. Just so I see and remember the struggle, remember the happiness, remember the good, remember the bad, remember everything. Always remember everything. Dear 2020 Nick, hold on. You have no idea what's in store for you the next 2 years. I want to tell you it'll all be amazing, but you still got some rough waters to navigate. But my God, you'd never believe where I am now and what my life is now. And just to break away from it, to kind of expand upon that, if you're facing bleakness, if you're facing darkness, if your life is at one of the hardest places you've ever faced, if you're struggling with something, take a moment with me. Center it in your mind's eye. Breathe in. Breathe out. Focus on it. Center it in your mind's eye. Put it right there in front of you. If you're struggling, if you're at your absolute lowest point, in 2 years ago, early 2020, you're talking start of the pandemic, I had just recently been separated. I had never felt more isolated and alone than I ever had in my entire life. I was so scared. I was so afraid that I was just going to die alone in my apartment and nobody was ever going to know about it. I struggled so much. I was facing down dark times. Back in 2018, I wanted to die. I didn't want to be here anymore. I was so miserable. I was so unhappy. I felt so trapped. I could never have imagined what my life is now. It's because I kept fighting, because I kept working, because I persevered. I'm still here to talk to you now and to tell you never to give up. Don't ever, ever, ever give up, because I promise you it gets better. I promise you it does. And I continue on. In some ways, I imagine you'd be disappointed. In some ways, I imagine you'd be frustrated, just like I know you were frustrated then. Some of them linger. Most of them have faded far into distant memory. There are some new ones, too, but I don't think you'd trade these for the frustrations of old. Just this week on Nikoli's Kitchen, I talk about being told you're never good enough. And my God, this guy, with that weird ducktail up on the front of his head, I had this ducktail in the center of my forehead. Talk about a frightening mess of insecurities and emotions. I want to pretend I've gotten it all sorted out now, but I know I still struggle a lot with some things. You weigh less than I do right now, but not by much. And I've been working hard lately to get myself way past you at your peak. Won't be long now before I surpass you. That's by far the biggest hurdle that you've yet to face. I'm sorry that it's going to get worse before it gets better. I'm so proud of how you've endured these past 2 years. I'm so proud of how hard you've worked to try to make the world a better place. You haven't come to realize yet how all-consuming that is going to become. But it is who you have always been. You've always loved to try to make the world around you better in whatever way you can, and to enhance and improve the lives of people around you. I can't even begin to tell you how much that will come to continue to define you. You're going to cry a lot. You're going to hurt a lot. But my God, you're going to love so, so, so much more. But more than that, you're going to come to believe in who you are and in what you do. Stop believing that you're not good enough. Stop believing you will never reach your goals or dreams. Stop believing that you don't deserve to be loved, respected, or believed in. Stop believing that no one cares. It is impossible to even conceive how much your life will change and the people you're going to meet and grow closer to and love with absolutely every ounce of your heart and soul. It's impossible to tell you how much joy and happiness you've got waiting. There will be hardship too. You'll feel broken and alone. You're not broken, and you're not alone. Life, for all of its ups and downs, for all of its successes and failures, for all the people who have come before and who will follow, is amazing. Make the most of every single day in front of you, no matter what. Don't make excuses. Make good choices. Stop waiting for things to happen and make them happen. None of the things that are coming are going to happen unless you step outside of your comfort zone and take that first step. Decide to live the best life you can, loving every day, living every day. And just be kind. Be brave. You've got this. I don't know how possible it is to send my energy out into my past and future selves, but God, I know what you've been through in just 2 short years, and you would never believe a word of it if I told you. And above all, don't you dare ever give up. Not once. Not ever. Fight for it if it's worth fighting for. And God, a good life is so worth fighting for every day. Never, never, never give up. Remember, hate is always foolish, and love is always wise. Always try to be nice, but never fail to be kind. Laugh hard. Run fast. Be kind. I stole that from the 12th Doctor, but that's okay. Dear future Nick, read it again. And I wanted to share that because there are probably things in your own life, like thinking about that. Maybe you thought about some of them when I was reading through there. There are probably things that have happened in your own life that you kind of still can't believe. There's probably going to be things that are going to happen in your life that you maybe won't quite be able to believe. Maybe wherever you are in your life right now, you can't conceive of ever being anything else. Maybe you've been at that point in your life where you never in a million years imagined being able to get out of it. Maybe you imagined that you were going to be trapped there forever. You were going to die there. But here you are. You are the product of so much hard work and determination, so much struggle to get you to where you are right now. You have worked so hard to be this person that you are, to get to where you are. I am so proud of you. That is amazing beyond any measure. Don't take that away from yourself. Maybe you haven't written that great novel yet like you want to. Maybe you haven't built that dream house like you want to. Maybe you haven't gotten that dream promotion or whatever that is. Fill in that blank for you. What is that thing in your life that you've dreamt about, that you're still chasing, that's still out there, that's still somewhere in front of you, and maybe your fingertips just kind of pass through it a little bit. Maybe it's still just a little bit intangible to you. Don't give up, because the person that's there, the you that gets there, the you that accomplishes that goal, the you that achieves that dream, oh God, they're going to thank you. They're going to be so grateful that you never ever gave up. But I wrote this because I need to remind myself of where I've been. I mean, I know it's all here. It's all a product. It's all made me this person that I am. But I need to see it in front of me. I need to read it back to myself. I need to confront it head on. I need to hit it face first. And then I'll know. And then I'll remember. God, I need to remember. I want to thank you so much for watching. Remember, if you love the content, the only way that this will grow, leave a comment down below. Let me know how you have grown. Let me know something that's happened in your life that the future you wouldn't believe. Let me know down in the comments below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you're notified whenever I release new content. Make sure again that you tune into the entire episode where I talk about Nashville Hot Chicken. It was such an amazing time. Absolutely loved making it, although it wasn't without its struggles. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you so much for coming on this journey with me.